So what's going on, Gas Gang? My name's Jamie, welcome back to Officially Gassed. Not the kind of video I'd actually want to be making on my Audi RS5 today, because it's broke. So yes guys, the Audi is broke, and it's just lucky that I have my camera with me at the moment. This is probably going to be a two-part video, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. Yeah, the Audi's broke. Long and short of it is, I tried a launch, and with this car, what you actually have to do is brake boost it. So it hasn't got a dual clutch transmission, it's got a torque converter gearbox. So you hold your brake with your left foot and you plant it with the right, and it's almost pulling again. It doesn't feel right when you're launching one of these anyway, because like the car's trying to go away or drive away and you're just stopping on the brake and it does kind of lurch. Anyway, I was doing that, loud bang, and it just dropped out, made a mad noise, and straight away, you know, like, listen, the noise, I wish I caught it on camera. It was one of those noises that when it happens, your heart drops. The car just went boom. I thought my gearbox exploded or my car, I was not sure. But anyway, the car drove a little bit and it went through the gears. I was like, what the hell? So I pulled over, and as I pulled over, it started making a mad noise. So I'm gonna show you right now. So let me just quickly start this bad boy up. So you can see, and the other thing is we haven't got any warnings or anything on the dash. It just needs an oil change in a couple of weeks. No warnings on the dash, however, a gearbox warning did come up on the dash when it happened. So what I'm gonna do now is, we're in park, so I'm just gonna put it into drive. And you can probably hear that. So it's predominantly from here. The noise is from there. So guys, I'm just gonna hop back in because that is unnatural. That doesn't sound good. So I'll put it back into, if I put it back into neutral, oh sorry, that's reverse. If I put it back into neutral, you see the noise goes away. I'll turn the car off. So the noise is predominantly from the offside front. Now what I think it is, and I might be wrong, but I think I've broke a drive shaft. I think I've snapped a drive shaft, which is not good. I've had a look under there, and when it is making that noise, it looks like it's vibrating from the inner drive shaft kind of boot where it connects to the gearbox or the diff. But I don't know. It's gonna have to go away, and right now I'm just waiting for recovery in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, as soon as the recovery truck gets here, it will be going back to Devils. They're gonna have a look at it. Now, I did say at the beginning it's gonna be a two-part video, but I mean a two-part video in as I'm gonna chop this bit right here, I think, and hopefully with a click of my fingers, we'll be at Devil Developments on another day. They would have found the issue and I'll be able to tell you exactly what it is. But I just luckily had my camera with me and wanted to show you guys the noise before it goes away. This has messed up quite a few plans, but you know, yeah, I mean, it's happened. I'm in a safe place and it is what it is. So let's try this out. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but 3, 2, 1. Right, I think it worked. Guys, that's so cringy. Guys, I do not know why I even started to do that in the first place, but I had to carry it on from last time when I'd done it. My mind was all messed up because the car was broken. Guys, as you see now, we are in the Ford Fiesta. And yes, I do have a smile on my face because, yes, the Audi is now fixed. As I say, you join me from the Ford Fiesta today, which is actually about 3 weeks on from when you first saw the last clip, which was probably only about 30 seconds ago for you guys, but it's been a long time since I've had the car. And yes, I've kept it very quiet because I really wanted to structure the video like this. I didn't want to give you a to be continued so you could speculate as to what was wrong with the car and then come back with a, like, you know, a fix 3 weeks later. I wanted to give it to you all in one video. because I'm nice and not keep you waiting. So yes, I've drove up in the Ford Fiesta today to pick up my car from Devil Developments. And for you clever clogs at home thinking, hang on, you drove up in the Ford Fiesta and you're picking up the Audi RS5, how are you driving 2 cars home? Well, I'm not actually. I'm leaving this one here because this we're actually going to do a little bit of fettle into, because I want to make some more content on this and I want it to be quite exciting. So also, you know, all of this is actually been happening in the time where I bought my Honda Integra DC5, and some of you keen-eyed viewers who, you know, watch other channels like DMO would have seen I went on his channel and I actually snapped a drive shaft whilst I was on his channel. So you guys didn't know, but I had 2 broken cars at once. It was all crazy, but I just played it down like I had 1 broken car, but the Audi was broke, the Integra was broke. So now when people ask me, Jamie, why do you have 3 cars? In case 2 break, obviously. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into Devil Developments and we're going to have a chat, and I'm going to show you exactly what was broken and a little talk through about why we think it broke and where we're at. So let's get in there. Ben.
Yes.
Back again.
Yeah.
Right. So I explained in the car to everyone that it has actually been 3 weeks since the fault pretty much initially happened.
Yeah.
You were obviously the first person I called, and we've been speaking ever since and working out what's wrong and everything like that. And I have kept it a secret from the people at home, simply because I wanted to give them a rectification at the same time showing them there was a fault, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And you're the man who knows better than anyone exactly what went wrong with it. So do you?
Well, I didn't know at first.
Yeah,
I thought they were indestructible. But, so.
Yep.
Take that out of there.
Well, you make that look so easy.
This is a torque converter gearbox.
Yep. So hang on, should we explain what we're doing right now? Because there's a gearbox on the floor here.
There's a gearbox. Your car is now fixed.
Yes.
What happened was you broke the front diff.
Okay.
This part is available. Like, you know, we can buy them new, so we can buy this part and this part.
Yep.
This part is not available.
Okay.
This only comes as part of the gearbox. You can't buy it separately.
Okay.
So it comes with the pinion shaft and that.
So there's
comes as part of a gearbox.
So should we explain costs now? Because I nearly shat myself. And guys, this is why you
Me
probably
too.
this is why you don't tune your car until it's you know, out of warranty or whatever. Let's have a little talk through about it.
So a new gearbox with our trade discount is £8,500 plus VAT.
Yeah.
So this is a 10. You know, if you were just to take it to the dealer, this is a 10 grand failure. The oil. £10,000. The oil is £100 a litre and it takes 10 litres.
£1,000 worth of oil. Sorry.
Then another litre for the diff. So it's you're up to
£1,100 worth of oil.
And then I would have said it's going to be 10 hours to change it, isn't it? So dealer price £100 an hour.
Right, we're talking like 13
grand, isn't it? Yeah.
£13,000. All right, cool. Got that out of my system. Right, so but where there's a will, there's a way, and where there's a Devil Developments, there's a Ben. So what did we do?
We just bought a second-hand box.
I'm right.
So ring up the dealer, find out what gearbox code you got. You can look in the boot if it's an Audi. Straight into eBay.
Yep.
And look at the cheapest one.
That's it. That's it.
Surprisingly, they are very cheap. Yeah. This was £1,200.
Yep. Yeah.
Which I think is so reasonable
compared to what it could have been. It's 10%. It's pretty much 10% of what we could have
100%. That is the best thing you can do. If you're buying a car and you're not, you know, sure if you can afford it, before you buy it, look at the price. Worst case scenario, if you're tuning cars, this happens. It will happen. Like you might get lucky. It will happen. At some point, it will happen. It's the best thing you can do. If you're looking to buy a car, think what's the worst case scenario? Engine blows up. Have a look at the price of an engine. Go on eBay, have a look. That's it. And then you'll know ish by look at the price of gearboxes. Because some cars you'd be surprised.
Should we explain exactly what broke on it and you know, how we've rectified it and how you think it broke in the first place?
Yeah. So so this shaft. So gearbox is this way around. Engine bolts here, obviously.
Yep.
So this one through here.
Got you.
So you've got one drive shaft attaching here, and then on the other side here, we've got the other one here. Okay. So they're both splined. That's how they go. You see they're splined. Yep. And they go in there like that. And then gears turn, centre diff, splits it, comes up this shaft, turns that little gear in there, turns this. Yep. Magic happens inside here.
And the car moves.
Car moves. So what's happened is when you're on launch control, which is obviously where it failed.
Yes.
Because this is a torque converter gearbox. you're basically, it moves fluid around. So the car is trying to move.
Yeah.
You've got all your 600 foot-pounds of torque trying to move the car, and you're just holding on the brakes. So everything is loaded on the car, what we call loaded, and it's only the brakes that are holding back. So all of this,
it lurches, like I was saying, it horribly lurches if you hold it for too long.
It's everything here is under 600 foot-pounds of torque,
Yep.
and it can't move.
Yes.
And
There you go, guys. Proper.
so what it's done, basically, so inside that is part of one of these gears in here.
Okay.
And you can see it, but that one there, so this is the side, they're actually both gone.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah, so you can...
And obviously the other side's where you can see there's only half a gear in there, that side.
Yeah.
So obviously they're splined there,
yeah.
they interlink with that. So what happens is when obviously you're under that inertia, you split the gear, which is harness. I've never seen that.
It's an OG launch, bro.
The harness, obviously you end up opening the gear, so the gear gets slightly wider.
Yep.
And what happens is that will then spin inside it.
Yeah.
So then you end up wearing the splines out. Which you can see where
it.
it's spinning. That's what that, obviously I'm sure you probably showed the video, that's what that funny noise is.
Yes,
it's that
the
moving
grinding.
inside
So
it.
guys, so that was the grinding. So that was, so it's the grinding noise, right?
Yeah.
So long and short of it is we blew the diff to bits.
You broke the diff. Yeah,
Yeah.
You broke the planet gears in the diff.
Got you.
Which also wears out. But because you stop straight away, I mean, you need to stop straight away when you hear funny noises.
Yeah.
Because you stop straight away, obviously the worst case scenario for us would have been you keep driving it, all these fall off, you end up with swarf,
Yeah.
they end up in here,
Yeah.
and it acts like a grinding paste,
Yeah.
which would have meant we would have to put this whole replacement gearbox in,
Yeah.
which is 120 kilos. That thing
Yeah,
is.
guys, just to show you, this is no small box. Like, this is a big box. Like,
It's absolutely just...
yeah, we're saying this, about 120 kg. This is no small gearbox, guys. So we've acted savvy. We've saved quite a bit of money, but still, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't a cheap fix, but God, it could have been 10 times worse, literally.
So all we've done is taken luckily with these, you can actually take the side cover off.
Yep.
In the car, take the side cover off, and you can literally just pull the diff out. So it literally just pops in there like that. So, but what you do need to be very mindful of is they should, basically the pinion and the crown wheel are really a matched pair.
Yes, yes.
But
10 grand, I'm chancing it. 10 grand, I'm chancing.
I mean, for the labour time saved,
Yeah.
if you put it in, if you half sensible, you can feel if it's meshing properly. You can put some engineer's paste in there and have a look at how it's meshing.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've measured the preload on it as well, because there are little shims behind this, which preload the bearings. So we've checked the preload and checked that it's meshing properly with the pinion. It is happy.
It is. Yeah.
You know, I'm happy because I haven't had to change that.
Yeah.
It's quite a simple fix.
all good.
It's just, you can search the internet for
That's
it,
it.
and you won't
That's
find
it.
anyone with it. It's odd.
And this is as I just want to kind of tell people and just kind of make sure they know that this isn't anything to do with any sort of map adjustments or anything we've done. This is just literally
mechanical.
This is mechanical, and you actually think, because I did have a slight problem where it wouldn't change out at first. Now when it was doing something weird, and we think I actually perhaps broke one side and then broke the other side.
I think so. It wasn't shifting properly. It was started sort of 2 weeks later. Just sometimes stay in a gear.
Yeah.
But obviously, once you snap one side of that, you're then putting
all the strain on the other side.
You're putting twice the load on the other side.
Yeah.
Until the point where you've got no drive.
Yeah. Well,
there's nothing really you can do to fix this. Is the biggest problem with this. There's nothing you can do to stop it happening again.
Yeah. Just don't hold it. This is going to be it. Just don't hold it so long on launch.
As tempting as it is, I mean, that's what's broken it. Is trying to get that
extra bit of boost.
Trying to get that thing flat out on boost.
Yeah. So
600 foot-pounds versus that gear.
Yeah.
It will break.
Yes.
There you go.
So. Guys, we've learnt the hard way, or should I say, I don't know, it's not the hard way, it's a lesson in this, because as I say, like, to us anyway, and as far as I can see, we're kind of pioneers in, tuning these cars up to an extent. And obviously we don't know what breaks, we don't know how they break and when they're gonna break. And, this is what we're gonna encounter in tuning. As I say, not too costly, could have been a lot worse, but the car is fixed, and now we know, and just gonna have to kind of adjust things a little bit, but we're still gonna and send it.
I'm hoping with the bigger turbos,
Yep.
because this has a stall speed of about sort of 3,000 RPM. So I'm hoping with the bigger turbos that it'll be a little bit laggier.
Okay.
So you'll have less torque at that sort of launch.
Down low. Yeah.
You know, because these don't have like a launch RPM.
Yeah.
You know, a dual clutch box, there is no load.
Yes.
So when you're on launch control, none of this is loaded. You could jack the thing up on launch control, you could turn wheels and stuff, it's fine. And what that is, when you let go of the brake, the clutch is engaged and it sort of sits in the clutch. Same as a manual, whereas these are very different.
Yeah, you're literally brake boosting, you're holding, so the car's fixed. Thank you so much, Ben.
No worries.
As always, you've come through, the wizard. I think what we'd do, and there's actually a nice BMW M4 there. Don't usually talk about BMWs when I'm talking about my Audi, but
Never
I will
should
say.
have sold it.
All right, so Ben was doing so well up until then. L640 is going on this bad boy here, so we've got another beast being created. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring you outside and I'm going to show you the car in all its glory because, yes, it's here and it's actually clean. Who are we bigging up? Because someone has cleaned it and I want to give him a big up. Ben Veneer, BV Details. Hit him up if you're in the Littlehampton area. Hit him up because he cleaned my car and I'm gonna show you guys because I am so happy. I am so happy. So here she is, 3 weeks later in all her glory. It's the first time I've come to the car. Windows open a little bit. And look at this. Jeez, this is bloody a lot cleaner than when I left it. Shout out to BV Details, but oh my God. I haven't sat in this for so long, guys. I know you're probably like, it was 5 seconds ago he was watching the other video, but this is gonna be my first start if I can reach the bloody pedal in so long. Let's do it. Oh man. She's alive. She is alive, guys. Oh man. All right, cool, let's lock her off anyway. She is alive. We'll give her a little bit of a rev actually. Valves closed, valves closed. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna turn this bad boy off now. Look, I know it's not your usual video today and it's been a bit of a strange one. Obviously, we've went from the car being broke to the car now fixed. You know, for people who are looking to follow a similar route, let this be a lesson. You know, you can honestly, seriously damage your car from launching the cars or sending them. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, the cars are built to be launched, but I just feel with these and the way I have been launching this, I've been holding on to the brake so much and the car's like nearly at full boost and I've been waiting for it to build to full boost and it's that last bit holding it on the brake where it starts to lurch a little bit. I don't think that's good for the car. It don't feel natural when I'm doing it, but maybe I just took it for granted thinking it wouldn't break. And from now on, what I'm gonna have to do is just structure it in a different way where I just, you know, build the boost a little bit and let it go and see how it reacts. It's gonna be an interesting drive. It's gonna be an interesting ride. So, I mean, it's one of those ones where, yes, guys, we are gonna be putting turbos on this bad boy. In fact, we've had loads of bits for this car ordered up over lockdown. And because of obviously supply chain and all that kind of stuff, they've just been on hold. It should have the turbos by now, but they're coming very, very soon. So it's going to be an interesting ride, guys. Listen, if you have enjoyed today and you found it interesting and you want to see more of the Audi's journey, or you just want to see loads of other bits and bobs that I get up to, which there is a lot, make sure you check it out. Like, share and subscribe is where I'm going with that one. And also, once again, a massive shout out to Devil Developments and Ben down at LITTCO for sorting this all out. Believe me, he's went above and beyond to make sure that everything has been set right. So yeah, guys, as I say, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, catch you on the next one. Peace out.